Okay, before we get started, I just want to say one thing. I am not better at Redstone than Mumbo Jumbo, okay? The only thing I am better than he is at is potions. That's it. He's better at building, at Redstone, probably at PvP. Just, yeah. And he's a better YouTuber than I am, obviously. So, yeah. Also, if you don't know who Mumbo Jumbo is, which I don't think is possible since, who would know me but not Mumbo Jumbo? But anyway, he's a basically world famous redstone engineer. So, yeah. Now, for a bit of background information, a year or two ago, he basically made a challenge. He could not figure out how to make a working real life engine in Minecraft that functions on redstone. He couldn't figure that out. So, yeah, I mean, he said he studied engines, didn't have to do anything. He loves useless machines, but, it has to have, like, fuel injection, pistons, crankshafts. Well, I may be a bit late to the party, and I'm sure thousands of other people have already figured this out and have done way better than I have, but I beat the challenge. Better late than never. So, yeah, in fact, I made 2 engines. Alright, so I'll give you the quick rundown of how they work. So, this one is designed to look more like how a real-life engine works. Alright, so I went to school for aviation mechanics, so I kind of know a bit about engines, aircraft engines, so I made 2 reciprocating engines. So this is the first one I made. It's not exactly finished, but the rest of it is beyond my capability with redstone. So basically, what you gotta do is complete the circuit here. Basically, get near it, hit the button, and it'll come to life. And it doesn't seem that loud for me, so yeah. Now the way I'm gonna turn this off. Yeah. Okay. So the way a real life engine works is fuel gets injected into the cylinders, which I've got 4 here. Then that fuel gets ignited. That explodes, and it pushes a piston, which pushes on the crankshaft, causing it to rotate. That rotation causes your propeller to rotate. Alright? And I basically just have these redstone lamps as a propeller. Okay, the rotation in the light is basically gonna signify the rotation of the propeller. And yes, this is basically proof that I suck at redstone. This was my original idea, okay? I would have double piston extenders pushing redstone blocks in a circle, but I cannot wire this. I am not smart enough to wire this. So I went with the far more messy design of just doing it manually, and it works. But anyway, this is designed to look like how an engine runs rather than actually function, because the way this runs is, you see, you got the clock, and then it powers the crankshaft. Then that crankshaft powers these pistons, which move like a real-life piston would. All right, because the piston is connected to the crankshaft on a real engine. However, you can't really do that and have it work the same way as a real-life engine. All right. Obviously, I put the glass that you could see. All right. So yeah, let's turn this on again. So yeah, as you can see, they're even spaced out, which is actually like the way a real engine would work. I don't know if the rotation is correct, but whatever, this is the best I can do. It's been a while. I want to be a YouTuber, guys, not a mechanic. Anyway, yeah, and as you can see, there's kind of rotation. It's not perfect, but as you can see, it's kind of rotating to my left, or clockwise. So yeah, there you go, a working engine. And these on the side, I have not wired them in. I'm not even gonna bother trying. I am not smart enough to figure this out. Mumbo, you figure this out. This is all you have to do, and this engine will be complete. This is your fuel injection. My idea was to run wiring to these dispensers filled with lava buckets, so that it would actually look like the ignition, the fuel gets ignited, so that and it places the lava block where the when the piston is pulled back, and right before the piston gets pushed, it reabsorbs the lava block. Okay, so yeah, it would look just like a real-life engine. It would work. Well, no, it wouldn't work like a real-life engine. That one works more like a real engine, but this one would look totally like a real-life engine. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, now on to this one. This one is my favorite one, because it actually works like it. So, obviously, this is your ignition, gotta prime that. Now you can either press the button to get the clock running, and you would have it like this. Or, my original idea for this was to have a furnace minecart power this thing. It would go here, and then just repeatedly turn, keep hitting that actuator, which would give it the power it needs instead of and it would go to the redstone clock and, of course, work like that. But I play on this is on Bedrock Edition. We don't have furnace minecarts anymore. Or, I don't know if we ever had them, but yeah, we don't have them. So anyway, let's get this thing started. And this works. Let me show you. It's got a powered rail. I have a powered rail instead, and I basically just push this. Right. Huh. Okay, obviously the rail needs to be changed, but okay, I can fix this, guys. Okay, I can't fix this. Okay, I swear to you guys this worked before, but, yeah. Oh, right, I figured out how this works. Okay, it's been a while since I've been on this map. I've been putting off this video for a while, because I've forgotten. But yeah, you gotta ignore the ignition, because otherwise it will fill out the circuit, alright? Alright, yeah. This functions as your redstone clock, not this. Because if you try to do this, it will just fill it up and you'll clog up the whole thing. So anyway, yeah. Instead of a furnace minecart where you... And the reason for the furnace minecart was so that it could actually be fueled. You could have an aircraft engine that you have to fuel up, so it would work exactly like a real engine. Or as close as you can get to it in Minecraft. Anyway. So yeah. Now, the way this works is, like a real engine, the fuel, which is the redstone power, gets injected into the cylinder, which causes the piston to push to power the crankshaft, just like a real engine. And then that power gives you rotation, and like I said, it's not perfect. I am no genius when it comes to redstone. Quite the opposite, actually. But, yeah, it's close enough. Close enough to where I could call this and this a success. 2 successes. So yeah, you wanted redstone engines, Mumbo Jumbo. I might be late to the party, but I've just given you 2. You're welcome. And if you really want help with potions, just check out my video. Or the one video that I made on it. Because, yeah, that was a decent, starter video, I aim to teach these things, But, anyway. Yeah. Again, I am not better at redstone than Mumbo Jumbo. I think I proved that today. These engines were, this is basically the peak. This is the best I could ever possibly accomplish with redstone. Yeah. But, anyway, I hope you enjoy this. Mumbo, if you do end up seeing this, which I highly doubt, welcome to the channel. Hope these are to your liking. If there's anything that they're missing that I could potentially wire in, let me know. And, yeah, with that, sayonara.